Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am knitting a little bit of a child's cardigan. This is one I've decided I'm doing for Daggery in place of the little boy's grey cardigan that she wanted to buy, which I know she has a granddaughter. There was no way I was giving her a grey little boy's cardigan because the buttons are buttoned on the boy's side. So I told her I'd knit a one for a little girl, and I'm doing a pink. I'm using my Zing. These are actually 3mm, the ones. I normally do the ribs on 325. It is double knitting. But this is a very fine, this wool. It knits like double knitting when I use a 4mm, but on the ribs, it's better to do, well, like I'm saying, I'm using 3mm, so it makes the ribs just that little bit tighter. But I'm doing exactly the same little cardigan, the little boy's one. This was a little boy's one, you know, that I've got up on my Etsy shop for sale. 22-inch, so I'm doing exactly the same pattern, but I'm doing it in a nice little girl's pink colour. And as I did a tutorial for that, I have all the instructions are written down so I don't have to work anything out. They're all written out on my book here, so I just need to look at the book. And I'm using this Amelia. I bought some of this a while ago. I got some white in it and pink. Was one or two orders I did. It's a lovely wool, lovely and soft. I think it could be a baby wool, I'm not sure, but it goes a long way because it has somewhere 330 meters to the 100 grams. Now I bought this in Wilko. It's shopping place in the shopping in the UK. And at the time, I think they had cream in it, white and the pink, and I bought some white and I bought some pink, and I did one or two orders with it, and I kept enough white to do myself either a cardigan or a sweater. I haven't made my mind up yet. I haven't had time to do it anyway. But I thought, oh well, I've done what orders I've got to do. I'm just got to finish what I've got to do for Daggery, and I thought I'd get on with some of my own. But I was in Wilko the other day and they have none of this at all. It's all their own brand in. And I've been there a few times and they just don't seem to be, they don't have it anymore. It was only £1.25 a ball, which was a good price. And it's a beautiful pink. And the white was lovely, and I think there was cream. I'm not absolutely certain, but because I know I only bought the pink and the white. And I'm quite annoyed about that because I would get quite a lot of this. I could get my hands on it. But I have had a look online, and they seem to sell it in eBay and places like that, but they want an awful lot more for it. And I won't pay an awful lot more for something I know I can get for the price I got this. I'll just hang on and keep looking in Wilko, they might have it. But anyway, I'm doing that. And then this is Daggery's poncho, which I have been getting on with this. I can't do this of a night time when I'm watching the television because I cannot crochet and watch the television. So I'm going to be doing this during the day and knitting the little cardigan. I seem to have a frog in my throat this morning. I can't get rid of it. But I am getting on with this. I've done a little bit more. As you can see, it's getting a little bit wider. I have to do 4 inches of the cream and then change to one of the other colours. That'll be one side. I'll put that away just for now. And I finally finished Claudette's cardigan. I'll put that back in the box there. It's all packed up, ready. I am waiting to, my post office has an hour for lunch between 1 and 2. And it's 1:30 now, and I'm just sitting going to do a little bit knitting. Then I'm going to walk over to the post office and post this to Claudette. I finally got that finished, but I have just a little bit extra on the video to show you the cardigan before I wrapped it up. So I will play that little bit video and let you have a look and see what it's like. That's Claudette's cardigan finished. And I'm happy with that. It took me a little bit longer than normal because the wool was quite hard to knit actually. And it is quite stiff this, so I hope it washes nice and soft for you, Claudette. So I managed to, the pattern is shorter than the actual pattern. The cardigan is shorter than the actual pattern because that's what Claudette wanted. She wanted it at waist length. As you can see, that was the pattern that I did it from. And the pattern had 7 buttons. It was a lot longer, but I didn't like the large spaces between the buttons. So I put the same number of buttons on a shorter cardigan. I think it looks much better. So that's one little order off my hands. So I hope Claudette likes it. I'll be able to go over to the post office today and post it off, which today is Friday. So I like that cardigan. I like the way it came out. It was just a little bit too big because it is 48 to 50, the measurements, or I would have modelled it for you, but it would have been far too big on me. But I might possibly do that one for myself because I do like the pattern. I wasn't too keen on doing the bands up the front because they're done sideways. It is a lot of working out I had to do a lot of working out on those bands because the cardigan was shorter because Claudette wanted it waist length, and the pattern that I actually used, it was a lot longer, so it had more stitches for up the front, so I had to work out the stitches myself for the front of the cardigan. But all I just put stitch markers down the front. I measure the front and I put stitch markers every 2 inches, and I work out how many stitches I need between those markers. That's how I do the bands on cardigans. But I usually only do it on little children's ones. But it wasn't too bad. But it was very heavy to knit. When I was sewing it up, the pieces were dragging down onto the floor, and I was having to keep picking them up and putting them back on my knee. And then when I was coming to do the bands, it was having the same trouble, and it was dragging the stitches down. But I finally managed to get it finished. I hope Claudette likes it anyway. So I'm just doing a little bit knitting, just waiting for the post office opening. I'm going to take a walk over there. But you know, today I've had the last few days, we've had nothing but dark days. I've had to put my ring light on behind my laptop just to make the light look normal, otherwise it's all dark and the colours don't look right and everything. Lovely sunny day today, and the sun is streaming in through my window. And it's as bad as it being dark. You can't see a thing on the screen, so I've had to shut the curtains, put the ring light on. I think maybe my windows might need cleaning. I think I might have to go out and wash the windows. I think there might not be as much glare if there's not as much dirt on the windows, you know, but I hate cleaning them in the winter. But I think they need cleaning on the inside as well, because I need my nets taken down and washing, so I'll probably get off my backside and do that. That's the way I am. I do things when I think they need doing, not when everybody else thinks they need doing. So I am going to go for a walk shortly. It's about 1:45 now, so by the time I finish this video, making this video, the post office will be open, so I can take a walk over and send that parcel off to Claudette, and with a bit of luck, they'll get it. She'll get it tomorrow, because I always send my parcels first class. Everything that I sell on my Etsy shop, I always send things out first class. I don't like people having to wait a long time. It's only a few pence more for to send something first class, so I wouldn't bother sending it second class. Even when I send the parcels over to Dagry in America, send them first class as well, and with tracking on, but she does pay for it, so she's a very generous lady. She knows how much things will cost sending from this country to her country. So anyway, that's my little bit for today, and I was at my bingo last night. Never won again, but the rain was pouring down when we come out, and I hate the rain on the windscreen. You know, you've got to have the wipers flashing backwards and forwards all the time. There was a lot of flooding like when I came. You know, I hate driving the car through a lot of water. You're always frightened it's going to get into the engine. But I was okay. I got back home okay. No luck though. Well, you cannot win every time. That's what everybody keeps saying. But I expect to win every time, but we just never do. So that's it for today, and I'll catch you all another time. So thumbs up and subscribe. Bye for now.